Say the color, not the word. You can't, can you? Your brain reads first.
Could you say why you can't?
Because reading has become automatic. This is Introduction to Psychology.
At most colleges, this class costs over $1,000. With CLEP, you can test out for about 100.
But only if you can pass.
20 questions. The brain to behavior. 16 is a pass. Are you ready? Quiz starts in 3, 2, 1.
Question 1. The basic cell of the nervous system that transmits signals is the
A synapse. B. Neuron. C. Dendrite. D. Cerebellum.
The answer is B. Neuron. The neuron is the nervous system's basic signaling cell. The synapse is the gap between neurons, and dendrites are the branches that receive incoming signals.
Question 2. The chemical messengers that carry signals across the gap between neurons are called
A. Neurotransmitters.
B. Hormones.
C. Genes.
D. Reflexes.
The answer is A. Neurotransmitters.
Neurotransmitters, like dopamine and serotonin, carry signals across the synapse from one neuron to the next.
Question 3. The part of the brain that controls balance and coordinated movement is the A. Cerebral cortex. B. Hippocampus. C. Amygdala. D. Cerebellum.
The answer is D. Cerebellum.
The cerebellum, at the back of the brain, coordinates balance and smooth movement. The hippocampus, by contrast, is central to forming memories. Question 4. The brain structure most important for forming new long-term memories is the A. Cerebellum. B. Amygdala. C. Hippocampus. D. Brainstem. The answer is C. Hippocampus. The hippocampus is essential for forming new long-term memories. The amygdala, right beside it, processes emotions like fear. Question 5. The branch of the nervous system that prepares the body for fight or flight is the A. Sympathetic nervous system. B. Parasympathetic nervous system. C. Central nervous system. D. Somatic nervous system. The answer is A. Sympathetic nervous system. The sympathetic nervous system triggers the fight-or-flight response, raising heart rate and energy. The parasympathetic system then calms the body back down. Question 6. Pavlov's dog's learning to salivate at a bell is an example of A. Operant conditioning. B. Observational learning. C. Classical conditioning. D. Insight learning.
The answer is C. Classical conditioning.
Classical conditioning pairs a neutral stimulus, the bell, with a meaningful one, food, until the neutral stimulus alone triggers the response. Question 7. Learning shaped by rewards and punishments is called
A. Classical conditioning.
B. Operant conditioning. C. Latent learning. D. Habituation.
The answer is B. Operant conditioning. Operant conditioning, studied by B.F. Skinner, shapes behavior through consequences. Rewards make a behavior more likely and punishments less likely.
Question 8.
Memory that holds a small amount of information for only a few seconds is a long-term memory.
B. Sensory memory. C. Procedural memory. D. Short-term memory. The answer is D. Short-term memory. Short-term memory holds about 7 items for a few seconds. Long-term memory, by contrast, can store vast information for years. Question 9. A mental shortcut that speeds up decisions but can cause errors is a heuristic. B. An algorithm. C. A syllogism. D. A schema. The answer is A. Heuristic.
A heuristic is a mental shortcut that speeds up judgments but can lead to bias. An algorithm, by contrast, is a step-by-step method that guarantees the right answer.
Question 10. Grouping individual items into larger, meaningful units to remember them better is called A. Rehearsal. B. Priming. C. Chunking. D. Encoding.
The answer is C. Chunking. Chunking groups items into larger units, like remembering a phone number in pieces, which expands how much short-term memory can hold.
Question 11. The psychologist who proposed stages of cognitive development in children was A. Sigmund Freud.
B. Erik Erikson. C. Ivan Pavlov. D. Jean Piaget.
The answer is D. Jean Piaget.
Jean Piaget proposed that children move through stages of cognitive development, from sensory-motor exploration to abstract reasoning.
Question 12. Sigmund Freud's theory emphasized the influence of the
A collective unconscious. B. Unconscious mind. C. Reinforcement schedule. D. Hierarchy of needs.
The answer is B. Unconscious mind.
Freud's psychoanalytic theory held that unconscious drives and early childhood experiences shape personality and behavior.
Question 13. At the very top of Maslow's hierarchy of needs is
A. Self-actualization. B. Safety.
C. Physiological needs. D. Esteem. The answer is A. Self-actualization.
In Maslow's hierarchy, basic needs like food and safety come first, and self-actualization, reaching one's full potential, sits at the very top. Question 14. The strong emotional bond between an infant and a caregiver is called
A. Temperament.
B. Conditioning.
C. Attachment.
D. Imprinting. The answer is C. Attachment.
Attachment is the close emotional bond between infant and caregiver. Mary Ainsworth's research identified secure and insecure attachment styles.
Question 15.
The theory that we feel emotion as a result of noticing our body's arousal is the
A. Hierarchy of needs.
B. James Lange theory.
C. Theory of operant conditioning.
D. Big Five theory.
The answer is B. James Lange theory.
The James Lange theory proposes that emotion follows from bodily reactions. For example, feeling afraid because you notice your heart racing.
Question 16. persistent, excessive worry and fear that disrupts daily life characterizes
A mood disorder.
B. Personality disorder.
C. Psychotic disorder.
D. Anxiety disorder.
The answer is D. Anxiety disorder.
Anxiety disorders involve excessive, persistent fear or worry. Mood disorders, by contrast, mainly affect emotional state, as in depression.
Question 17. The disorder marked by alternating periods of mania and depression is A. Bipolar disorder. B. Schizophrenia.
C. Obsessive-compulsive disorder.
D. A phobia.
The answer is A. Bipolar disorder.
Bipolar disorder involves swings between manic highs and depressive lows. Schizophrenia, by contrast, involves a break from reality with symptoms like hallucinations. Question 18. The therapy that focuses on changing unhealthy thoughts and behaviors is A. Psychoanalysis.
B. Drug therapy. C. Cognitive behavioral therapy. D. Electroconvulsive therapy.
The answer is C. Cognitive behavioral therapy. Cognitive behavioral therapy helps people identify and change distorted thoughts and unhelpful behaviors, and it is widely used for anxiety and depression.
Question 19. The tendency to blame a person's character rather than their situation is the A. Bystander effect. B. Fundamental attribution error.
C. Confirmation bias. D. Groupthink.
The answer is B. Fundamental attribution error.
The fundamental attribution error is our tendency to overweigh personality and underweigh circumstances when explaining other people's behavior.
Question 20. People being less likely to help when others are present is called the
A. Conformity.
B. Obedience. C. Social facilitation. D. Bystander effect.
The answer is D. Bystander effect.
The bystander effect describes how the presence of others lowers any one person's likelihood of helping, partly because responsibility feels spread across the group. So, how did you do? 11 or fewer, and there are real gaps to close. 12 to 15, you're on a solid track. 16 or more, and you're likely ready for the real thing. Get your full adaptive learning plan at flyingprep.com.